Listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on in battle rap. It's a couple things I want to talk about before I get to the topic. First of all, I want to say this. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's the second time I did it, but I do want to say that I talked to somebody. This is why y'all ain't been seeing me. I talked to somebody and somebody told me something, or they asked me a question. I don't know where they got this from, but they said, yo, imagine you die, right? In real life, like you really died in real life. I take your VR glasses off and ask you, how was it? Like, what would you say? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? They're like, you die in real life. I take your VR glasses off and I ask you, like, how was it? How would you respond? You know what I'm saying? And that's like something, it's crazy, but it's like a deep question. And then he asks, like, yo, now what would you do differently? You know what I mean? And I just really thought about that. And that, you know what I mean? Like, instead of like doing like a lot of things that I've been doing, man, I've been like kind of just enjoying my life, like going different places, like spending more time with people that I care about, like all that. You know what I'm saying? A simple question like that made me reevaluate and start thinking like a lot of things. So that's my challenge to you guys, like answer that question. If you die in real life, I take your VR glasses off and I ask you, how was it? You know what I'm saying? Life, what would you say? You know what I'm saying? Y'all think about that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do want to talk about this. I'm seeing a lot of things. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about Chubby Jag, but I see Remy Ma. You know what I mean? She dropped, some face-offs, you know what I mean? And she did an interview on Norbs It All podcast. Shout out to Norbs for getting an interview with Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Remy Ma. I did feel like you may be compromised, you know, because you wasn't, like, reaching out to the main, like, media sources and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But you reached out to Norbs, and I felt like, yo, that's ill, you know, especially with everything that's going on in battle rap. For you to reach out to him or he to reach out to you and you do the interview, I felt like that was dope. And it was actually a good interview. So I'm proud of Norbs for doing that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Remy. You know, nothing but respect. I seen some face-offs. I seen the face-off between Prestavia and Yoshi G. I seen the face-off between Ms. Hustle and Couture. Shout out to Couture and Hustle. I seen 40 Bars versus QB Black Diamond. Dope face-off. You know what I mean? I do want to say I like what you're doing. You know, but another thing is, it's not just me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to reach out to everybody in the battle rap community if you want this to be, like, something that's going to be sustainable, you know what I mean? But we rock with you. We want you to do nothing but good, you know, and we feel like if anybody is to bring back female battle rap, you are in a good position to do it, and I feel like you are a great person to actually accomplish that, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Remy Ma. And I also want to say this. Papoose, like, don't be watching this, you know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to her real quick. Wait a minute! Remy, I don't know if y'all been paying attention or y'all been living under a rock, but I don't know. Have y'all seen Remy? I was watching them face-offs, I'm like, what is this? Remy looking a little fine. She is, like, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's that money. Maybe it's that Remy getting that money. She getting that industry money. You know what I'm saying? Eating a little different and all. Remy looking fine in the mother. Wait a minute. Shout out. You know what I'm saying, Papoose? I'm just joking. I just want to say I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? She picked you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm proud of you for that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you. You know what I mean? Shout out to Remy Ma. I'm just joking. You know what I mean? But shout out. I hope you have nothing but success, you know, in the battle rap community. So we'll see if this ends up being something that's got a lot of longevity. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Remy Ma. Now, I do want to talk about this. Shout out to ARP. Shout out to Chubby Jag. I ended up talking to Chubby Jag, right? I'm sure y'all seen like what ARP put out on Hip Hop Is Real. So basically, ARP went ahead and had a secret event, you know, and in the event, he's trying to do different things, you know what I mean? He's trying to have the event happen and then do the face-offs after the event, you know what I'm saying? And then like try to put the VOD and all that like out later and stream it like later. I think it's a dope idea, you know what I mean? This way it gives the battlers actually something to talk about. I'm sick of battlers sitting there like, You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, like this is gonna happen. This is gonna, you know what I mean? Like they not really enthusiastic. I watched the face off between Big K and Jay Mills, you know, and I thought it was actually a decent face off. You know, when it comes to Big K, I thought it was decent. You know, so I think it's a good idea. Now, the problem lies is that Arsenal and Chubby Jag was supposed to be the headline in battle. You know, and it seems like Chubby Jag actually ended up dubbing the battle. So with that, ARP went and he went on Hip Hop Is Real and he had some choice words for Chubby Jag. You know, he basically saying like, yo, like he not messing with him no more. He don't F with him, you know what I mean? Like, you don't rock with him, nothing, you know. And, you know, shout out to Arsenal, but he don't give a F about the other guy. He's saying all that, you know. So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below about that. My personal opinion, I ended up talking to Chubby Jag. I wanted to get his point of view. Like, yo, like, what is this? Like, do you really have, like, a real explanation on what happened? Now, Chubby Jag wants to come on and do an interview tomorrow. I don't know if he gonna do it, you know, but, you know, with all this going on, like, I don't know. Because Chubby Jag, you kind of been in this situation. You had the battle that was supposed to go down between you and Active. You didn't want to do that. You know, you had something going down with Tink the Demon. You didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? And then now I'm hearing like, you know, a bunch of different people like hit me up like, yo, like Chubby Jag is trying to sell me, like saying I can get like Chris Brown features and, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll do a feature for me on my record and all this and I done paid him and I'm not hearing from him. And this is what I'm getting. You know, I chose not to put that stuff out. You know what I mean? I just been enjoying my life, doing my own thing. You know what I mean? But people send me stuff like that all the time, Chubby Jag. And then now I'm hearing you dubbing the battle between you and Arsenal. And which is crazy because it's like, this is a battle that you've been asking for. You were on Angry Fans, like, you know, radio or Angry Fans channel, and you were basically talking to him and you let the cat out the bag that on Maxed Out 3, you're supposed to battle Arsenal. This is what you said, you know, so the battle's supposed to happen and it turns out this is a secret event. I don't know what the contract specifies. But for some reason, like, you decide to get out of the battle, you know, and I seen a post that you put on Twitter. You basically saying, like, you're not mad at ARP. You understand, like, how he could feel, like, how he feels right now. You're going to do a blog and talk about it later, you know, but you have, like, other obligations. Like, you got, like, your family you got to feed. You got to make more money, like, whatever. You know what I mean? So, like, I get what you're saying, but the problem lies is that you in a contract. When you in a contract, that's what it is. I don't care. This is me. I don't care if you getting paid $100. If you sign that contract that you're going to get paid $100 for 9 minutes of work, you got to do that 9 minutes of work, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just my point of view on it. So it's like, how do you really get out of a situation like that? I don't think you can. You know, the only thing you can do, maybe like do a blog or maybe do some interviews somewhere trying to clear your name or give your particular point of view on the situation. But it's like at the end of the day, you had a contract, like you reneged on the contract. So it's like, what are you supposed to, like, how can anybody listen to this and like roll with it? You know what I mean? You can't. You know, it's like, what can you say? Like, even if somebody's offering you $15,000, $20,000 and do an interview or do something crazy, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter for you to, like, renege on a contract. This opens you up to a lot of liability. I hope you understand this. I'm not saying anything gonna happen, but you got to understand, we in a realm of battle rap where people ain't afraid to sue. You got to think about this, Chubby Jag, something I don't know if you're thinking about. Not only did ARP give you your front half, you know what I'm saying, and you supposed to get your back end later. Like, he gave probably Arsenal his front end. You know what I'm saying? He paid for your hotel. He paid for Arsenal's hotel. He paid for your flight. He paid for Arsenal's flight. You know what I'm saying? He's expecting a certain return. You know what I mean? And he's probably not going to get the return that he's expecting because of his investment in you. It's not going to bring in a return on investment. You know, so whatever he ends up missing out on with this event, you know, you may end up being liable. And I think this is an issue. Like, people don't think about tort law and they don't think about law in general. You know, you don't think about what you can be liable for. Like, even if you move on and you do something else to make more money elsewhere, if he decides to sue you, he could garnish you. You know what I'm saying? Any money that you make under the Chubby Jag brand, he could come after. You know what I mean? So a lot of y'all really have to start thinking like, yo, if it's a battle that you want to take and you feel like you got other obligations, maybe the money may not be what you want. Don't do the battle because you don't understand what happens behind the scenes. You don't know what a person's like expecting on their return. They're investing in you. You know what I'm saying? So if you invest in yourself, you expect some sort of return. You know what I'm saying? Like if you buying all kind of equipment and doing all, you know what I'm saying? You expect some sort of return. If somebody's investing in you, they expect some sort of return. And right now, you don't have to pay for like marketing. You don't have to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like all you got to do is show up, do the battle, do the face-off after the battle, and you done. You know what I mean? Like there's no crowd, there's nobody gassing Arsenal, there's nobody gassing you. It's a fair deal. So it's like, why run on that? The only thing I can think of is if somebody else was involved. Now I did talk to Chubby Jag, and I hear a lot of people, they're saying like, yo, like, is there a battle between like Shotgun Suge and Chubby Jag's in the work on the URL? Like what's going down? You know, and I talked to Chubby Jag about it, and he's basically like, you know, that's not out of the realm, you know what I mean? But, you know, as far as he's concerned, you know, he's not, you know, he's willing to talk to like the other league, you know what I'm saying? And he's hearing from the other league. So I don't know. Y'all take that for what y'all will. Chubby Jag, you want to come on here and you want to talk about it? You want to go somewhere else? You want to talk about it? Fine. You know what I mean? But I highly doubt URL is dumb enough to book you versus somebody else when they already suing like RBE for the daylight situation. Let's just say they book you, you know what I mean, and you just dub ARP. That brings another issue to where he can have a counterclaim towards the URL. So I don't know if you just telling me that, you know what I'm saying, or you know, like kind of putting that out there and it may not be the case. Maybe it is the case. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got an obligation and you decide not to roll with your obligation. You know, and you know, after everything, ARP's looking out for you. He got you the battle with Math, the battle with 40 Cal, the battle with Old Red that you wanted. He got you a battle with Arsenal that you wanted. Even after the situation that you had with Ill Will, he still got you the battle with Arsenal. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It seems like loyalty just don't exist. You know, but maybe, you know, he's got some sort of a reasoning that, you know, fans can end up taking, you know, or maybe ARP can end up taking. But I don't know. If I was him, I would talk to ARP, try to make it right. Maybe if you got a deposit, you might want to return that deposit because it seems like ARP don't want to do business with you right now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's crazy when league owners do everything that they can to make people household names, and then they do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So Chubby Jag, I hope you ain't a culture vulture. I hope you ain't out here robbing people in plain sight. You know what I mean? I hope you can get it together. You know what I mean? But maybe you will end up doing an interview and talking about everything. But I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. So I don't know, Chubby Jag. I rock with you, but right now, the way you moving, man, it's crazy. You know, ARP did like go out on a limb for you multiple times. Even when you had the issue with Ill Will, he went out and said, yo, like, everybody's down. Everybody has a bad showing. I'm not going to stop doing business with Chubby Jag. He put you on, bro. You know, so doing somebody like that put you on is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.